Today's video is a very old school video. I've seen quite a few YouTubers doing this recently, and I think YouTubers used to do it a few years ago as well, so I thought I would do it. And it is a what's in my handbag. So the handbag I'm using mostly at the moment is this one, and it's a crossbody bag. And this is just from Primark. I think it was about £12 or something like that. And I like this because the colour goes with nearly everything I've got, and it's got lots of pockets in it. So it's got this front pocket, which is quite roomy to put things in. Then it's got the inside bit, which has got two kind of sections in there. And then it's got this little zip pocket on the back, which is good enough to put, big enough to put things in as well. So this is the one I'm using mostly. Now I'm going to show you what's in this bag, but obviously I do change my bag depending on what I'm doing. So this is the one I would use for maybe if I was going shopping. So what's in my bag here is what I would take if I was going for, you know, a few hours at the Metro Centre, shopping, having lunch, that kind of thing. If I'm going out on a night, I would probably take a smaller bag, crossbody bag as well probably, and I wouldn't get as much in it. I would just get the essentials in it. Sometimes if I'm going on a long walk, I might take my backpack, so again there would be more in there. So it would depend on where I was going, but for the purposes of this video, this is the bag I would use if I was going shopping at the Metro Centre. So let's just go through what we've got in it. It always seems quite boring, you know, when you see videos and you think, what's in my handbag? Why would people want to see what I've got in my handbag? But I actually like to see what people have in the handbag as well. I think it's just that nosy thing, you know, what have other people got in there? So let's just see what I've got. I'm just going to take things out as they come. So first of all, I've got a little tube of hand cream in there. I use hand cream quite frequently, and if you're going to be, you know, out shopping for a few hours, then you're bound to go to the loo or something like that, or, you know, after you've touched escalators, you're going to want to wash your hands, and they can get a bit dry, so I like to take a hand cream with us. This one is just a Planet Spa Blissfully Nourishing hand cream. Can't remember where I got it, but it's small enough to pop in my handbag, so that's good. I like it at Christmas and birthdays when people buy us little gift sets and they've got little things like that in them because they come in so handy. So I've got a little purse in here. This is the purse I would use in this bag, and in fact it is the purse that I use most of the time. It's just a small pouch purse. I think my mother-in-law bought me this about, it must be about 8 years ago now. And I just love it. It's just the right size. It's just a little zip pouch purse. It's enough to put my bank cards, some shopping loyalty cards, things like that. It's got my library card in there. So that's quite handy. And I think these days you've got the loyalty cards, you can get them on your phone, so you don't need as many cards with you. I've probably got one too many in there anyway, but you don't need as many these days. I know I've got my Waterstones loyalty card, my Lego loyalty card on my phone, so I don't need to carry them with us. I can also put coins in there as well. I always make sure I've got a £1 coin in my purse, just in case I go to Aldi or somewhere and I need a £1 coin for the trolley, because how many times do you get caught without the £1 coin? So that's a really handy little purse just to pop in this handbag. I always carry some chewing gum or a little packet of mints with us, especially if I've been for coffee. I feel like my mouth needs freshening up, so chewing gum or some mints really helps for that. I normally have a little tin of mints that I get from Flying Tiger. I really like those. I think they're about £1.50 a tin, and they do 4 or 5 different flavours of them, but I like the spearmint ones. I don't have any at the moment, so I've got some chewing gum in there. I also take these headphones, particularly if I'm going on my own. I really love these headphones. These are Bang headphones, and I will link to them in the description box below because I've been using these for quite a while and I do really recommend them. And they're the kind of headphone that goes around your ear, so you don't feel like they're going to fall out when you're walking, which I feel like with the earbuds sometimes you do, and the old-fashioned ones with the wire is just too hassling. So yeah, I find these really, really useful. You charge them up, it will tell you how much charge you've got left on them. So I've got a 65% charge left on there, and they're really just handy, especially if I'm going on my own and I'm going to a cafe for a cup of coffee. I might want to listen to an audiobook on my phone, or a podcast on my phone, and they're just really handy to have in my bag. Of course, I've got my phone in my bag, which I can't show you because I'm filming on my phone, and all of these things, so like the loyalty cards and Audible that I would use, will be on my phone. So you've got to have your phone with you. I don't know anybody these days who doesn't carry the phone with them everywhere they go. So yeah, I've got to have the phone in my bag, and these pair with my phone, so that's really good. I always have a packet of tissues with us just in case. I've got my keys, of course, in case nobody's in when I get home. I've had these key rings for absolutely years. This one says I love my cat. It's looking very grubby now and it probably needs a good clean. And this one that says world's best grandma. I think my daughter probably bought us that from one of the kids when they were little. Not that they're not little now, but you know what I mean. So yeah, always got my keys with us. I've got 2 keys on my key ring. I've got one for the front door and one for the back door. And I usually always use the back door. We always come in the back way for some reason. And you can guarantee that I will always choose the wrong key. I really need to put something on this key, maybe a little sticker or something on there, so I know which is the right key. Especially if it's raining, you don't want to be standing fiddling around trying to find the right key that fits the door, but you can guarantee I will always choose the wrong key. So my keys are always in there. I usually carry a pen. Now I'm not sure why, because I don't carry a notepad, just in case somebody wants us to sign for something. I don't know, but I always like to have a pen in my bag. This is just a normal pen. It is a Link saffron gel pen, just a regular pen. So that was what was in the main section of this bag. In the front pocket bit, I have got a nail file. You've always got to have a nail file with you, because how many times are you out and about and you'll maybe split your nail, or you'll get a jagged bit and it'll bug you all the time you're out. So handy to have a nail file so you can get rid of it, so you can enjoy your shopping trip without thinking, oh, this damn nail. So yeah, always have a nail file with us. Now this is being a proper grandma. I've got sucky sweets in my bag. My nana always used to have sweets at the bottom of her bag, and I'm no different. I don't know whether it's when you get to a certain age kind of thing. So if you're younger than me, I'm 62, if you're younger, do you carry sucky sweets in your bag? These are actually Jakeman's sweets, so if I'm feeling like I've got a dry throat or something like that, I think these are like a licorice flavour. Yeah, I can just suck on a sweet and I'll be feeling right as rain soon. So yeah, sucky sweets. Now this is maybe a strange thing to carry, but I always have these in my bag. No matter what bag I'm taking out, I always make sure I've got some of these in my bag. Can you guess what it might be? I bet you can't. Little sachets of salt. And I usually take 4 or 5 of them with us, because you can guarantee if I'm going somewhere and I have something savoury, I won't be able to get hold of any salt for some reason. So I always carry salt with us. Warren says I have too much salt, but I like salt. So I carry it with us just to make sure I've got some. So that was all that was in the front pocket. I normally would put my phone in the front pocket, just because it's handy. You know, you just go like that and you're straight at your phone if if your phone's ringing and you need to get to it quickly. So in the back pocket, I've got a lip balm. Must have a lip balm with this. It absolute must, especially when you're in the Metro Centre. If you don't know what it is, it's like a mall. If you're in America, so it's a big shopping centre, and sometimes it can get very warm in there, and yeah, your lips can get really dry. So I've always got lip balm with us. I can't be without a lip balm. If I'm wearing makeup, which I'm not today because I'm not going out, but if I was wearing makeup to go out, I would take a lipstick with us, the lipstick I was wearing, just so I can, refresh it through the day. This is just me Kiko Milano one that I am wearing most often at the moment. I just really love this lipstick. It's a lovely a pale pinky colour with a little bit of a sheen to it. Sometimes I would put my lip balm over the top of that as well. But yeah, I take a lipstick with us only if I'm wearing makeup. I wouldn't take it if I'm not wearing makeup. I've got a little perfume sampler in there. This is a Dialect one, Vibrant Woods. It's handy to have. Perfumes don't last very long on me. I don't know whether it's something to do with the body lotions I use or just interaction with my skin, but they don't last long. So it's nice to have a small one with us just so I can refresh the smell if I feel like I need to. So always have that in. I have actually got some little metal kind of atomizers. So if I've got bigger bottles of perfume that I'm using, I can always decant something that into the little atomizer and take that with us. But these Dialect samples are quite handy. I mean, they don't have to be Dialect. You can get little samples of perfume from everywhere now. So they're handy to pick up and just pop in your bag. I've got some ibuprofen just in case and some paracetamol. I've actually got 2 packets of ibuprofen here. Usually it's an ibuprofen and a paracetamol just in case as well. You don't want to be caught out with a headache or feel like you're in need of some ibuprofen. Sometimes my feet swell up because I have arthritis and neuropathy, so the ibuprofen come in really handy for that. I don't take ibuprofen a lot because it can upset your stomach, but definitely the paracetamol is worth having in your bag. If I was going on the bus to the Metro Centre, which I probably wouldn't because it's a bit of a faff, but if I was going into town on the bus, so I was going on my own, I would also probably pop in my sunglasses, because if you're sitting on the bus and the sun's streaming through the windows, it can be very uncomfortable. So it is handy to take your sunglasses as well. And if I'm going to the Metro Centre, if I can possibly fit it in, I would take another bag with us to put in the bag. So I would have to fold this up quite small to fit it in there, but it is doable. This is just a Poundland bag and it says positive on it, and this I've had this bag for a few years now, and what we've used it for, if you've watched my videos for a while, you know that Warren had to have chemotherapy last year and he used to have stays in hospital, and he would take his stuff to hospital, or some of his stuff to the hospital, in this bag because it says positive. And it made him feel positive while he was in hospital. So we'll continue to use it, the positive bag with the smiley face. Yeah, I would definitely fold that up and put it in the bag, because how many times do you go shopping? I don't tend to do this when I'm food shopping because we always have bags in the car. But if I'm going to the Metro Centre and I buy something, they'll say, oh, do you want a bag? And then you have to pay for the bag. So you could end up, depending on your shopping spree, you could end up, spending £3 or £4 on bags, because some of them are quite expensive. So take one with us, and then I can avoid spending the extra on the bags. So that was everything I get in this handbag. And I love a crossbody bag because when you're shopping, you don't want to be holding a handle. You want your hands free to look at things, and it's just easier to have a crossbody bag. I could probably do with one that's a little bit bigger than this. I don't want one that's huge, but this is just on the edge of being too small. So maybe a slightly larger one would be good for when I'm going out browsing shops and things like that, just so I can get other things in there. You know, if I'm going to take a book, I might want to put a book in my bag. I couldn't get a book in there. And if I took a book, I would need to take my glasses. But that would only be if I was going shopping on my own and I was stopping off in a cafe and I maybe want to read a book while I'm having something to eat or a cup of coffee, which is why in this bag, I only tend to take, I've got my phone, I tend to take the headphones because I can listen to an audio book if necessary. So, what's in your bag? Is there anything different in your bag to what I've got in mine that you would take on a shopping trip? Let us know in the comments below. I might have missed something. You might have something in your bag that I think, I need to take that. I possibly could take a deodorant with us because when you are shopping, if you've been trying clothes on, you can get a bit sweaty. So a deodorant would possibly be good to put in that bag, but it would have to be a very small one. So yeah, a slightly bigger bag than that one might be good if I was going to pop that in. But let me know in the comments below if you think I've forgotten something. So I hope you found that interesting. I don't know if that was boring or not. I know I enjoy watching what's in your handbag videos, so hopefully you did too. But thanks so much for watching anyway. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.